Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Celebrity Ring. We have some exciting things to talk about in this video, and the topic we will be focusing on today is how Jake Paul and KSI went from worst enemies to best friends. But of course, before we do dive into this video, I've got a question for you. Have you subscribed to this channel yet? If you haven't, you are definitely missing out on quite a lot here, so make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you will not miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Anyways, like I said in the beginning, let's go ahead and just dive right into it. Alright guys, so before we head into how they became friends, we need to cover how this whole enemies thing started out. In February 2018, before the Paul brothers got involved, KSI was fighting UK vlogger Joe Weller to settle a feud that, like the one with the Paul brothers, was rather insane. After KSI defeated Weller in the third round to win the YouTube Boxing Championship, he took the microphone and yelled to the London crowd, "If any YouTuber wants it, you can come get it. Jake Paul, Logan Paul, any of the Pauls, I don't care." This is what started the whole beef, and it's a long way to go from here because this was one of the biggest things to happen throughout 2018. In 2018, KSI is to fight Logan Paul, while Jake is to go against KSI's brother Deji. This was one of the biggest YouTube boxing events, as millions tuned in to watch it online, and thousands of people were there present in person at the event. As for the results, KSI's fight was a draw, and Jake Paul won against Deji. About a year later, there was a rematch between KSI and Logan, and this is the biggest YouTube boxing event so far, and KSI came out victorious at the end. After the fight, not only Logan was devastated, but also was Jake. Jake posted a video on his channel post-fight, and he was shattered to see his brother go through a huge loss. Besides that, KSI did not want a third rematch with Logan, so Jake took the chance to call KSI out. Moving on to 2020, this is where things start to get interesting. During this time, Jake is still on bad terms with JJ. Jake Paul's boxing began to rise in 2020. He scheduled a rematch with YouTuber Gib for his second fight. Paul and Gib fought as the co-feature on the Demetrius Andrade Luke Keeler Championship card, making Paul's professional boxing debut. However, it didn't last nearly as long as Jake's first fight. In gold trunks, he TKO'd Gib in the first round at 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the first round. KSI was rooting for Gib to win, and after the TKO, KSI and Jake Paul faced off and hinted at a potential upcoming fight, with Jake winning against Gib. His fans say that Paul's abilities were beginning to show themselves to be far more than a joke. Despite his beginnings as a YouTuber, this man was on his way to becoming a legitimate boxer. He went on to fight Ryan Garcia, Nate Robinson, Ben Askren, and recently Tyron Woodley. It seems that Jake wants to fight more people before facing KSI. Anyways, while Jake is working on his boxing career, to our surprise, KSI and Logan Paul actually became friends. Now, many people believe that Logan has changed quite a lot since 2018. Some say that Logan has become more wise and he has started to do things differently in terms of his influence on the internet. KSI also surely noticed that, and it seems that the fights really have changed the both of them. In 2021, KSI actually appeared on Logan Paul's podcast called Impulsive. The podcast got over 11 million views, which was insane, and it seems like the two have already started developing some kind of friendship. This completely broke the internet at the time, as no one saw this coming. And Logan has also been hinting that a big project he'll be doing with KSI is in the works. In addition, Logan decided to do a collaboration with the Sidemen in a video titled Sidemen Extreme Fishing vs. Logan Paul. This video blew up as it got over 16 million views, and it seems like not only KSI is friends with Logan, but also are the Sidemen as a whole. This is remarkable news to a lot of people, and it seems that Logan is going for a different path compared to Jake. Many people have brought up the argument that Jake doesn't seem to want to change and that he is still the same as he was 3 years ago. Now, KSI's friendship with Logan is actually the reason why he and Jake went from despising each other to actually being passive friends. Many people on Twitter have told Logan that Jake is a lot of trouble, and it seems that Logan notices that too. The most recent issue that Jake caused for Logan is where he took Floyd Mayweather's hat. Jake Paul confronted Mayweather after the former champion called both Pauls fake fighters and offered to fight both on the same night. Jake Paul grabbed Mayweather's white baseball cap in what appeared to be a staged meeting, and security jumped between the two as Mayweather surged toward him. Many criticized Jake's actions as childish, and many believe that Logan knows that too, but that event brought more publicity to the fight. Maybe one day Logan would try and talk some sense into Jake, or maybe he already has. Now, while Logan and Floyd Mayweather's fight was going on, KSI seems to be more focused on his music. Speaking about music, after Logan Paul vs. Floyd Mayweather's fight on August 28, 2021, KSI made a video reacting to Jake's reaction on his TikTok. The original TikTok video posted on August the 9th had already had over 3.2 million likes and 14.6 million views. Fans said that this video was one of the best roasts that KSI has ever pulled off towards Jake. This also blew up on Reddit for a short time as well. KSI captioned the video "Lamau" and commented "Gotcha Idol" below, and the video begins with Jake Paul's Instagram post in which he lists his accomplishments. These include claims that Donald Trump FaceTimed him, Justin Bieber performed at his fight, and that he brought his idol Lil Wayne on stage, according to the list. Before the video switches to clips from the YouTube video for the song collaboration "Lose," which features both KSI and Wayne. The video then returns to KSI imitating Paul's sheesh pose and the caption saying, "I know Jake Paul will never make a song with his idol." As for Jake's response, he decided to do something a bit odd. He congratulated KSI and pretty much agreed to everything he had to say in the video. This was to be expected, to be honest, because Jake doesn't have any comebacks against JJ. This made people think they are probably on good terms. In addition, KSI mentioned in an interview that he doesn't need to fight Jake Paul because he wants to focus on his music, and fans are expecting a collab between him and Logan. JJ seems to have his priorities straight, and doing music seems to be paying off well for him. With KSI not interested in fighting Jake and being friends with Logan, fans concluded that KSI may be passive friends with Jake because if he fights him, that would mean starting another feud with Logan, and he clearly doesn't want that. So it seems that KSI no longer wants to have a feud with anyone, as we all know he doesn't have any issues with Deji and Logan anymore, which means that he and Jake are most likely friends, but that depends on your perspective. If you have a different opinion, make sure you comment that down below. Alright guys, so unfortunately this video has come to an end. That is it on how Jake Paul and KSI went from worst enemies to best friends. Since you guys have reached here though, I want to remind you guys to go ahead and subscribe to Celebrity Ring so you will never miss out on any of our future videos. Trust me, you will not regret it. Also, go ahead and leave a like on this video as that does help us beat the YouTube algorithm and lets this topic be delivered to more people. Lastly, make sure you guys go ahead and share this video with a friend so we can inform others about this topic. With that though, thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in to Celebrity Ring. Goodbye, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.